I think what is going to be great is that more and more of these safety features will become mainstream in the car. Right now, we're mostly talking about premium options in the vehicle. And like anything, whether it's seat belts early on or airbags, these were always things that people had to initially pay more for in their car. But ultimately, they became part of every vehicle. And so the fact that you have cars that are reducing accidents, not just making people safer once they're in an accident, but really reducing the risk of pedestrian-related accidents or other vehicles, that is really exciting. At the end of the day, the car can be a very dangerous place, and if we can make that car safer, that's really gratifying. I think also then being able to offer up entertainment options for people in the car who aren't driving makes that car experience much nicer. Much like there are lower insurance rates for cars with airbags or side airbags or some of these other driver assistance functions that are available today, like anti-lock brakes, the more a car integrates these advanced driver assistance systems, the lower the insurance rates will be for the customers of those cars. In automotive, these are very long, very involved projects. So a challenge that we have is being able to integrate all the different parts of a complex system that goes into a vehicle. So that means Nvidia engineering teams are working very closely with our customers, the automakers, but also other suppliers as we build these very complex systems that have to be very robust. So there's an incredible amount of engineering work that goes on to ensure zero defects in the car. As we look to the future, I think there's huge potential in terms of these driver assistance systems. And again, we're just scratching the surface. When you start to think about vehicle-to-vehicle communication, vehicle-to-infrastructure communication, again, these tie into more of an autonomous environment. But it's really exciting to think about cars that can really sense their environment, that when they approach a light, they know what all the other cars around that intersection are doing. And again, can make things more, having the ability to sense the other cars coming into the intersection will make that car much safer and the passengers inside. All of that information, though, is hard to manage. And that's where a GPU can come in terms of managing that data, whether it's from cameras or information from other vehicles. And again, if you have this connected vehicle, then you can use that as a tool to get traffic information, to get other data that you want in planning your trip. So I think the evolution of information flowing into the vehicle and having a good way to manage that information and present it to the driver is a really interesting challenge, and will make the automotive industry just a fun place to be for the next 10 or 20 or 30 years. I've been involved in computer graphics for 25 years now. I was an engineering student and software developer and animator initially, worked for companies like Digital Equipment and Silicon Graphics, and I've moved into the hardware business, developing technologies that are used by all types of industries, from filmmaking to broadcast to medical and automotive. I joined Nvidia 3 years ago. I was responsible for the professional businesses, and most recently moved into focus on automotive. So again, from a design perspective as well as in-vehicle experience development using GPUs to enhance that driving experience. I've been in Turin only for 2 days, and I wish I could stay for 2 more weeks. It's a beautiful city. The conference is fantastic, such an eclectic group of people, such amazing topics that have been covered in the presentations and the workshops, and it's been a great experience, and hope to be able to come back very soon.